Alrighty, it is draft week. Today is Monday, April 21st, and the draft is on the 24th, which would be Thursday, excuse me. Just making sure we got audio on my mic. We do not have enough mic. Add a little gain there. Just say a little gain. See if that's better. Gain. And that is tremendously better. Alrighty. Good job. Good job. Alrighty. Let's get started. It is draft week. And let's take a look at our team. So unlike the last one where I also did free agency pre-draft is pretty much over. The news basically says that Washington might make a play for Ladarius Smith. And so I did try to get him in free agency, but he just wanted way too much money. And if they want to pay him more, I don't have a problem with that, but I wasn't prepared to do that. And I did spend some money. Washington did spend some money in the off season here. As you can see, they have 52 million left in cap room, so still enough to do things, and also for next year, which is good. But let's check out the roster, and it's not going to be exactly the same as the roster. Oh, so I made sure that Washington is in the right spot, the same as they are in the real life. But the rest of the simulation, I think Tampa Bay ended up beating Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. So not at all like it was, but I did have Washington going to the conference championship, excuse me, and so they do still pick 29th, the same spot. And so Washington has picks in the first, second, fourth, sixth, and seventh round. And one of the things I'm not going to do if I get bored and tomorrow or Wednesday night before the draft, I might decide to, well, they did pick 30, not 29th, my bad. But that's close to where they actually picked, which is 29th. But what I might do, again, if I get bored, I might redo this. So I'll have to make sure to save it under a different name. I'll have to remember that. So I could start from here again. But I might do what they might do, which is trade back. Because at the end of the first round and the top half probably or more of the second round is going to be about your same level of player. So they could end up getting like 2 or 3 players that are basically the same as the first round player that they could get. So that's highly likely that they will do. But tonight I'm going to pick one. And so we'll see how it goes. Let's check that roster. And again, it's not going to be exactly right because I didn't want to sign Noah Brown to 2 years. I would have had to sign him. I can't remember if they signed him to 2 years or not. But I didn't want to sign him to 2 years, and he wouldn't take the 1-year contract. So he went to free agency. I tried to get him back in free agency and couldn't get him there either. So somebody else paid for him. Love Noah Brown. Go Buckeyes, as always. So the biggest off-season acquisition, left tackle Laramie Tunsil from the Houston, Texans, excuse me. All right, make sure I don't miss any chat. Okay, so that's great. A 99 overall player now. He wasn't quite that, but in simulated the season, he got enough experience points to get up to that. I gotta click on the game. There we go. Okay, make it the active window, and then we can play. All right. So again, up at the top, you have Tunsil, McLaurin, Cosme, who is hurt and may not be able to be playing, but in this roster, he's fine, recovered. Lattimore, who they got last year in a trade. Jaden Daniels, number 1 pick last year, or first round pick rather, last year, number 2 overall. Was it? Yeah, I think it was number 2 overall. And hey, you go from being the second worst team to being the to losing the conference championship game, 1 game away from the Super Bowl. So that's not bad at all. Re-signed Bobby Wagner for 1 more year, and we'll see how that goes. Still 89 here. Deebo Samuel, free agent signing in the real life as well. You got Senristal, cornerback. Robinson, Gaddis, and Payne. And Luvu, of course, going down to 85. And Luvu turned into a superstar player, which he absolutely was during the season. All right, let's go through it. 1 by 1. Okay, so we have a quarterback and we have a backup quarterback, so we don't need to draft a quarterback. So they did re-sign Mariota. The 1 game he came in, he was just as effective as Jaden Daniels was. So I don't know if it's just it was a great offense. It was not a really good team they were playing at the time. I can't remember who he played against. But he was fine. So, and of course, I don't ever worry about having a really great backup quarterback in the mat end. I must have let Chris Rodriguez go. And, who is it? Who's the other back? I can't remember the other back's name, so I let him go. But you can always get a 75-ish to 80 running back in free agency after the draft. So we're just going to wait for that. But you got Robinson and Eckler. Again, Eckler getting up there at 30. And he had some ouchie moments during the season. We don't use a fullback. Tight ends do the run blocking. And we have McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, of course, who is a superstar. McCaffrey, during the season, he went, because I had him returning punts as well, and I just played him as like the slot cornerback, or the slot wide receiver. And so he got more reps, and he ended up going from a 70 to an 82. So again, this is why you wouldn't need, I think Noah Brown was a 77 or 78, something like that. And so could possibly get a better one for somebody better than Danny Gray here. Although 95 speed, he's fast. And I don't even know how this guy got on the roster. Maybe I went below one time and it automatically signed. Oh, maybe signed from the practice squad, probably. Automatic signing. Yeah, no signing bonus. So, and you can always pick up receivers in this area. Anywhere below the 80s, you can pick them up after the draft if they don't get any. Okay, so I didn't worry about signing Bates. Bates will be available. We can get back Bates like they did in real life. I tried to, again, with the Ertz, I only wanted to sign him for 1 year. He didn't want that, and he wanted a lot of money for not being highly ranked. And he is, I think he was exactly the same as Senate. Senate went up from, oh, where was he at? 72? Something like that. I can't remember what he started at, but he's up to 75 now, and Ertz is down to that. And so he played a lot better than that. So, but of course, the age will knock you down. So for Madden 26, he'll probably be ranked higher. So we do have to fill in there, but should be no problem getting Bates back in free agency, and hopefully Ertz as well, because I don't think anybody signed him in the free agency period before the draft. So we will need some of that. Let's say we've got to have 2 tight ends, and that's what we were doing. We were writing things down. Let's say a wide receiver. How many offensive linemen? Chris Paul actually started at 61, which that was really low, but I didn't bother changing it. And he's up to 68 now with the extra things that you get for the coach points. We had a center, so we need, where were we at? And it's Madden, so you really don't have to care about positioning. You can sign anybody and switch them to whatever position you want, and it works out fine. So we need 1, 2. That's a guy from the practice squad that got signed. Herbig, I can't remember if they actually signed him or not. I think they did. I downloaded this roster, and it was close enough from the internets, so I didn't have to make it exactly correct. And this is what they're going to try to do, I think, this year, is to have Coleman take the right tackle, and then Wiley, maybe they might switch him to right guard while Sam Cosmi is hurt. Otherwise, he'll be a backup. So that's the plan if that does work. And if not, maybe they'll try Coleman at guard. So what to see. So, and I lost my place again. So we have that. So at least 1, at least 2, maybe 3 linemen. Let's say 2 offensive linemen. And then we'll I like to stock up on offensive linemen, of course. Oh, let's see. So for little bit changes here. They signed Wise, and Pihoko was on the practice squad, and so he got automatically signed with 0 bonus, so he can be removed if necessary or on final cuts. But they got Wise Jr., I believe, formerly with the Falcons, and so does have some experience being with the ownership group. And then Farrell, because we do not have... That's what happens in the offseason. You can't remember anybody's name anymore. I'm trying to remember who was on the other side. I cannot remember, but I did not re-sign him. Because he was about in this range, and Farrell was already under contract. So, and Jacob Martin, I believe that's a real signing that they did as well. So for depth, nothing wrong with that. And Jean-Baptiste from Notre Dame used to be with before that, Ohio State Buckeyes. But 67, and so he may end up being cut or put back on the practice squad. And so many defensive tackles, except Jonathan Allen, who was just released. I guess they couldn't work out a trade and get a 7th round pick with anybody. And so they just released him, and he signed with somebody else. I can't remember who, but so we got Payne and Newton. And new additions this year, Kinlaw and Goldman. And the ratings aren't anything to get very excited about, but that still is depth. I signed Fidarian Mathis too. He used to be with Washington, and they cut him. But he was still available in the free agent list during the past season, and so I signed him practice squad. And then at the end of the year, if nobody claims him to put on their full roster, they sign with you for 2 years and no penalty, no bonus. So there's no penalty for releasing at any time. And so, it's a 70. That's still a better backup than Day, who's actually on the team. And Bell also was probably another practice squatter. And too busy talking about the people, not looking at who we need. And I would say Armstrong is fine. In 78, it's not bad. But if you can get a good pass rusher, that would be fabulous. Who'd they say? Zadarius Smith is a free agent, I think. Previously with Baltimore right there, or Tennessee, I can't remember. But Zadarius Smith, the scuttlebutt on the internet is that Washington's interested in him. Don't know if they're going to wait till after the draft to make a decision on that, depending on who they can get. Or if they're going to go ahead and try to sign him, or if it's all just a bunch of BS, people trying to get clicks. And so they got a click from me for checking out one of those stories on that. And so I did try to sign him because I thought that would be a good idea. Star player, so not bad. And he was 80 something as well, 84 maybe. Is that what? Yeah, that's what Armstrong is. And so I did try to get him in free agency, but defensive end, they pay a lot for him, and so was outbid. A little bit too rich for me, even though I have 50 some million in cap space. So we'll see what happens in the draft for that. So we would need, let's see, we will do an end if possible. But we're good on defensive tackles. Luvu, fabulous year last year, became a superstar in the actual real life game and, of course, my simulation as well. In free agency, I did get Baron Browning from the Ohio State University, another star player, 26, so signed him for a 3-year contract. That's at least that's depth for you. Chiron was on the practice squad, so automatic signing. Bobby Wagner re-signed in real life and for me. McGee draft pick last year, and he is up to 74 now, so again at least a backup. And Hampton also draft pick last year, and he's up to 72, so probably would keep him. Just as a depth player. And let's see. So do we need another one? That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, so maybe one linebacker. Maybe one that rushes, perhaps, or one that doesn't. It's pass coverage. And so cornerback is interesting, because you got Lattimore, of course, traded last year for him. Sen Ristel from the team up north, who is a fabulous player. And traded for, free agent signing, Jonathan Jones. And so you got 91, 88, and 80. And then after that, it falls off. And these are all guys, I think, that ended up on my practice squad. And how that happened, I don't know. I think actually Seymour was my last one during the season, my last one. But the rest of the people on my practice squad, and so they probably won't make it. Yeah, Seymour has a penalty bonus on it. Maybe they actually signed him. Maybe they have him on the real life roster. And we got Quan Martin and Butler as free safeties. So that's good there. You got Reeves and Harris. Harris brought over. And Washington may think he's better than a 75 ranking. Maybe. I mean, he certainly used to be. Let's see, 6 years experience. So I don't know if he's fallen off or what in Madden. But so not that much. And I ended up starting during this during the simulation to get to the draft. I ended up starting Tyler Owens to see if he was a draft pick from last year, and I believe he was on the team the entire year. I don't know if he played at all, though. Do not recall if he played at all. But they had him on the team, not moved to the practice squad or anything. He was on the roster the entire time. And of course, talking too much, forgot. Oh yeah, so cornerback. We probably do want one or two good ones that are in the high 70s. Say 2 cornerbacks, maybe draft 1. So in safety, we're good there, and I'd say we're probably good there as well, unless we can get somebody in the first or second round. Maybe that would be better than any of these people. Otherwise, I'd probably just start the first year player. And they call it first year when they have 1 year of experience. And that's illogical, but that's just what they call it. Because otherwise they would call it a rookie if it was actual first year. And got Siebert back and let go of Zane Gonzalez. Because I don't know if they have Siebert on the roster or not now, or if he's still hurt or what's going on with that. But he has a higher rating than Zane Gonzalez, so I just picked up him for very cheap during free agency. And let Tressway go. They actually re-signed him. But I think he's down to, because he is old, he is up there. Not as old as me, but still old for football. And but you can punt till you're very, very old. And he did fabulous last year. But in Madden, he's just low. And so I changed to, oh, no, I didn't re-sign him because at worst, we'd be able to get him after the draft and then not have to pay a signing bonus. So cheaper. And that's it. So we have, what do we need here? We need, and of course, you're not supposed to draft on need. Some people do end up doing it for sure. But you're supposed to take the best player available, and you like to do that. A lot of coaches say they're going to do that, but then they draft for need instead. But so we got 1 wide receiver, need 2 tight ends. Senate is going to start at tight end for me probably anyway. But in real life, I would imagine it would be Ertz again. They do have Ertz back in real life. 2 offensive linemen, an end to do some pass rushing on the other side of cried. Trying to remember before. Yeah, Armstrong Darts. My bad. Well, he was on the Cowboys for a long time, so maybe that's the mental block I have. But good for us last year. 1 linebacker, 2 cornerbacks that are like high 70s or better even. That'll be fine. And so this is what we need. Not necessarily all from the draft, but we'll see who's available in the draft. So enough preamble. Let's go to the draft. Oh, I want to do what I want to do. I want to save this under another name. New. we'll call it picking one. I don't know, that means this is the one where I'm going to pick a first rounder instead of trade back and get multiple draft picks. And done. Successfully. Good. All right, start the draft and get better. I believe I have it already set to yeah, it's not, the clock's not going, so we have all the time in the world. So we can resume the, oh no, I can just skip ahead. So let's just see, like, for the first 8 players at least, see who's, maybe the top 10, see who's taken. Pick by pick. Let's see. We have, who do we have? Yep, Travis Hunter. Good call. Corner and wide receiver. So don't know how much they're going to let him play wide, probably. Probably want him more as a cornerback, but we'll see on that. To the Panthers. And these are not going to be right, the actual teams that have these picks. But I just wanted Washington in the right spot, and they have 29 actually in the real life. Next pick is Ashton Genty at number 2. That's surprising. Running back from, I can't remember where it said. Next pick, the Fish. And how much better he is than Egbuka, I don't know. I think for this particular draft class, I think maybe a Buckeye hater or a lover of the team up north rated the players, changed the ratings on them from somebody else's probably. And they are ranked pretty low for some reason. And we'll talk about them when they get to those, when I see those names in the draft list, we'll see. But Egbuka, see the problem with Ted McMillan, where was he at? Texas, I think. I can't remember what school he was at, but hey, guess what? He was the star there, and they fed him the ball. Ohio State had 2 stars at least, Egbuka, and of course Jeremiah Smith, who has another, at least one more year of college to do before he can go to the show. But anyway, and sometimes college success, of course, does not translate to the NFL, so who knows? Just calling it like I see it. Let's go to the next one. We got Cam Ward, quarterback from Miami, going to the Cardinals. Uh-oh, are we done with and this was in the offseason. I can't remember the Cardinals quarterback. He's only been in the league, what, 2 or 3 years? Kyler Murray. I remembered, yes, not today, dementia. Got it. Okay, so Kyler Murray, maybe a little bit longer than that. Time is, time gets away from you, so you don't know how long things have actually been. Let's see. What is that? JHD. Oh, I think his name is maybe Jihad, maybe. And so they didn't like that. I don't know why. That's not Will Campbell, the offensive lineman. That is probably oh, it says it on there. Defensive end. Oh no, linebacker. I think it's a rushing linebacker. All right, so all kinds of curveballs being thrown here by these early picks. And so, yeah, Genty, I don't think will go anywhere near that high. Neither will Tet. Don't think. We'll see. Abdul Carter. What is it? I don't know why it's doing that. Why it's abbreviating the names. That's an outside linebacker as well. And that's probably about where you would go. Pass rushers do like the good ones like to go early. Will Johnson, coming back from the team up north. As they lose another one of their good players that they had a good group of all at one time while Harbaugh was there stealing signs. But you know, what can you do? Shedeur Sanders, quarterback, going to be playing for the New York Giants, and I'm not worried about him. I feel about the same way about him as I'm not a professional grader or anything like that or evaluator of talent, but I feel about him the same way I did about Bryce Young and what happened there. Of course, both better quarterbacks than I would be, of course. Cornerback again, John Revel Jr. And I think they said, I think somebody said this week, quarterback is like good, like in the first round, the first 5 or 6 of them are pretty good, and then it falls off big time after that. And 10, we got Mikael Williams, left end again. So we're doing, let's see, what do we got? We got corner, running back, wide receiver, quarterback, pass rush, cornerback, cornerback, excuse me, and pass rush again. Alrighty, so we'll just jump 2 hours now, and then we'll look at all of them. Skip ahead in the draft to my next user pick. All right, so let's see who's gone here. Shamar Stewart, pass rush. Javon Walker, linebacker, pass rush. Nick Scorton, right end, pass rush. Mason Graham, defensive tackle from the team up north. Excellent player. Walter Nolan, defensive tackle as well. I don't think he's also, but there's another one that's another defensive tackle that played with Mason Graham at the team up north. I don't think it's Nolan though. And another one, Derek Harmon. Is that D or O? I think that's a D, DT. Luther Burden, wide receiver. And so again, no Egbuka. James Pierce Jr., again, pass rush. Tyler Warren, tight end. Apparently going to go before Loveland does at 22nd. Yeah. And Loveland is, of course, from the team up north. Kenneth Grant, DT for Niners. He's the teammate of Mason Graham. So both of those, the defensive front. And for some reason, in the game this year, Ohio State tried to run right at them. And that didn't work. And then when they tried to change it, it was too late. But that's okay. The Natty National Championship makes that pain of that go away. Will Campbell, left tackle to Lions. Again, Colston, Loveland, tight end from team up north, up to the San Diego Chargers. Eagles, Arnett Bout, right tackle. Ursery. And you could, say, I have a happy Ariante Ursery. Isn't that fun? I like words. Semantics are fun. Some antics with semantics. So the Steelers, the Pack get another left end. So all kinds of pass rush stuff going here. But Tyler Booker, offensive line. And so this means we're going to have a tough choice here. Neither do. Defensive tackle Deontay Walker to the Chiefs. Cornerback to Benjamin Morrison, the Bills. And I was probably going to take him, although he is the left tackle from the Ohio State Buckeyes, but he got hurt early in the year, and so the left guard, Donovan Jackson, slid over to play left tackle and did not have a problem really. But he's low rated too, of course. But despite the low rating on some things, he's ranked high on something, but on some other things they ranked him lower on. And I know they changed it probably from, again, another draft that somebody else had already did, and they just changed it and maybe updated it with more current ratings, perhaps. Alrighty, so let's make our selection, shall we? Alrighty, so we got right outside a linebacker, and he is a power rusher. So, and again, some of these I didn't think would be available, and you know how many you're gonna have before you get to Egbuka, and so that's just crazy. There he is, right there, 47. I don't think so, kids, but their careers will tell the tale. Fortunately, you got to wait years for that. Let's see. Struggles to find the ball in the air. Well, if you're person to passer and you sack the passer, the ball won't be in the air now, will it? Good discipline. Spin as a counter move. So you lost power. So no problems there. Decent agility. Decent acceleration. Change of direction. Poor. Well, that's not good. And only solid jumping and speed, and strength is good as well. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Awareness A, and that's just too much, too many problems for me to pick in the first round. Let's see, Jay Barron, where from Texas. I never heard of this player before. Let's check him out. Lacks discipline, resulting in avoidable penalties. Man and zone coverage, both a B, so that's good. C to F on the injury, that's not fun. Play recognition, C to F. So, I mean, that would seem to be at the end of the first round, maybe. We don't need a quarterback. So it's the one from Bama. Didn't impress. At least not me. Matthew Golden. Oh, let's just check the. Yep, no problems on there. Agility elite. Speed great. Strength decent. Run block is an F. Yeah, you can't have a F run block and play for Ohio State. The wide receivers have to run block. That is required. So yeah, that's too many C to Fs as well to do a first round player for me. Hairston, and this guy actually is someone who I think they are looking at. We'll see. Agility elite. Jumping good. Speed solid. You'd like to have more speed than that. CDF awareness. CDF hit power. CDF injury. CDF play recognition. The man coverage being a B is good. The zone coverage could be a B. Tackle B. Stamina A. So probably not. So basically, you got to find the person that should have gone way before now. Now, since all my guys are 75 and under, the mock draft that happened in the game had me taking this guy from, doesn't say here, And that's again, that's too much. I mean, especially the man in zone coverage. At best, you're going to be a C in both. Tackling A is good, and so it seems like this is more of a run stopper helper. And so probably wouldn't choose that. So, and then we come to the first offensive line, and so offensive line is what we might do here. Great speed and elite strength, so that's good. Pass block is B, run block B to D. So the run block finesse can only be a C and B, and so that would have you more up to the B or C range. And run block, if I knew that for sure, I'd feel a lot better about it. Let's check the right tackle, Connerly. Great, good strength. Okay. Agility great though, and that helps. Oh, let's see. So run block B to C, and so as you can see, it's run finesse is a B and run block is a C. So that could either be a B or C on that. And so, but the pass block is an A. So I will probably pick this guy unless somebody else comes a call it, and I won't spend this long on every pick, but you gotta do your due diligence here. Diligence, as I said. So this would be pass rush, jump, elite jumping and speed grade. Tackle B, play recognition A to C. A block shedding, A finesse moves. Hit power, impact blocking, C to F, A to C on injury. So this is an option as well. So unfortunately, we don't have them better scouted because you can't fully scout everybody. Otherwise, you'd have all the answers. That is a speed rusher there, so probably those two. Let's check a couple more players. Thomas, we already looked at, didn't we? No, we didn't. No, too many C to Fs for the first round. Milam, I think, was a no. I looked at him before. Yeah. F stamina. Gonna have to go out every other play. Johnson. I mean, they could add another running back, but I don't think they need to do a first round one. Oh, Banks. Banks might be a choice over the other guy. Let's see. C to F from pass block A. AA on finesse and A for the pass block power. Run blocks a B. So how you get that from the... So that must mean theoretically the run block finesse would be a C and the run block power would be that A. And so together you average them in, and I think there's more that goes into it than that, but basically that's going to be a B there for the C for the run block finesse and the A basically to get that B there. So probably, yeah, we're going to, and I might not play him at left tackle because I think I like my left tackles already, but I would put him in elsewhere, like maybe left guard, where Allegretti is now. And he's on his couch watching this now and saying, what the... Sorry, sir. I appreciate your service. I like Williams, DT from the Ohio State University, is the first Buckeye to come up, isn't he? Yep, first Buckeye to come up. in the that is available for me. There was one already drafted, which was Simmons. Higgins wide. Let's see what his dealio is. Too many C to Fs. Again for the first round. And so I'm in the predisposed rank. Granted, any of these guys could be worth first round, but this is just how they're ranked. Buka, would I even pick him? And like I said, he's been lowered here. Let's see, elite acceleration, elite agility, great change of direction, great jumping, elite speed. Yeah, we wouldn't want any of that. So what's the problems? All the C to Fs here. The break tackle, he broke tackles. Catching traffic's a D. Catching is a C. Did you not watch any of the Ohio State games? Whoever did that. And so, yeah, he's not worth it with those rankings. Probably worth first round in the real life. And let's check Saba Iene. And again, we'll only be checking a couple more, and then I'll make the pick. D on Runbach. That's a NAR in the first round. Where are we? So we were doing Banks. And Banks, I feel better about that than the pass rusher. We'll just make do with the pass rusher that we have. Actually, Baron Browning might be able to do some pass rushing too from the linebacker spot that we have. Oh, and speaking of, we have today's Jack Sawyer, mean guy. Speaking of the Ohio State University, and elite agility, speed is great, strength is great, and what's his problem? B's injury C to F. He didn't miss a game. Why? Why is it C to F? So here's something where I was. So at this point, I think it would be Jack, and of course they might say I'm overreaching because let's see, where does it say, Mr. Sawyer? Round 1 to 2. So not overreaching by that much. Let's check this end. Well, Landon Jackson from the Arkansas Razorbacks. And this not bad either. But when it's that close, I would go with Buckeye bias, of course. And so we'll see. If it's a bad pick, it's a bad pick. Bad picks do happen. Cornerback, and now we're into rounds 2 or 3, which are projections, which some can still be worth picking in the first round, but not necessarily. Let's just check the names on about the next 10, and then we'll make the pick of either Sawyer or Banks. Picking of Buckeyes, Trayvon Henderson, right there, and also Quinshon Judkins, right there. Mason Taylor, if he needed a tight end, but I would get him with the second round pick, perhaps, if he's still there. And Tuam Aloau, I think. Sorry about that, JT, if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. But he's not ranked quite as good, and he has elite agility, great speed though, and great strength, so about the same. CDF on hit power, CDF on pursuit. Yeah, I'll still go with Jack over him. Couple more names to check, and then we'll pick that first rounder. Isaiah Bond, which he previously was going to be the first wide receiver picked. Could still be. Omarion Hampton, this is somebody that Washington posted on their Instagram. Somebody picked him in a mock draft to go to Washington. I don't know that they like him that much to spend a number 1 pick on him. And again, that's too many C to Fs for me, dog, to be doing that. I mean, and even if best case scenario, they're all C's, it's a first round pick. Rutledge, offensive line, maybe for second round. Kyle Kennard, is he a power rusher? That'd be a maybe in the second round. So I keep saying it, but just a couple more names. Let's get down to 60. Oh, we already are. Okay. So I'll go further. I have picked Kyron Lacey late before, and he's turned out to be a decent player. I think he even became a star player because I had him at slot. So I played him a lot. And that's what you can, that rhymed. I'm a rapper all of a sudden. Donovan Jackson, here's your other, as I said, he's a left guard. He swapped over when the left tackle got hurt and played left tackle the rest of the year and did not have any problems. And see, just solid, marginal, and good speed and good strength and all. That's BS. Not that bad of ratings. Pass block C, run block B. Injuries an F, though. He took over for somebody that was injured. I don't think he missed any games. Alrighty. Yeah, last time, I promise. Where was he? Donovan Jackson. Denzel Burke was gonna be one of the top players, but and that's only 3 CDFs, but that's still too much for the first round for sure. Might I try him on the second round? Because you got B man coverage and A zone coverage. So those are good. So we'll have to see if he's available. All right, so who did I say? I said either I changed to Sawyer and Banks. Strength, speed. Did I say Banks? Man, I need somebody to pay attention and let me know what I did. I think it was Banks. This would have been Connerly. I think Banks beats out Connerly. Not quite now that I'm looking at it. Let's see. A pass block and run block would be like a B.5, like halfway between a B and a C. So maybe a B on run block as well. And Banks. Oh, the A. Why I like him is the A's. The A for pass block full, and the A for pass block finesse and pass block power, and the B run block overall. So that again has to be an A and a C there, and so like you don't even have to pay attention to that F there because it doesn't exist. I'd like the injury to not have the D on it as a possibility, but other than that, I think that's gonna be it. So Kelvin Banks Jr. or today's Jack Sawyer, mean guy. And if you need him to, he will do a strip sack on his former college roommate and beat Texas for you. If you need him to, he can do that. Do we need that or offensive line one more? Probably in real life, it's going to be needing that. And of course, you're not supposed to draft by need, but we will see. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be an overdraft, and it'll tell me what rank he actually is. And that doesn't mean it's these numbers here where it says rank. This is like the professional ranks, and then it's what they actually are when all added up. And where did he go? Where did he go? Birch also. He was going to be one of the top ones, top defensive ends. And he has fallen. Catch me, I'm falling. Doop, 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 doop. 49. Okay. And so hopefully it says closer to the 30s. Hopefully like more like 40 or something like that at least. But I'm going to go for it. And draft. And let's see what we got. I think I have limited. I don't want the full draft thing, but I can speed through it. And that's close enough to what he looks like. And that jersey is not going to fit him. Oh, a B. 31, and I drafted him at 30. Not bad. Okay, so he was way underrated there. So, hey, all right, that counts. You know what we count that as, kids? We count that as a win. How about that? So cool. So we're going to rush. Oh, let's check just the next two, because if we go to the next pick, we won't be able to see those. Something Baron, cornerback. Don't know who that is. And let's see if it shows me really quick before it goes to the next. It does not. Oh, they took Princely. All right. With 32 pick. Okay. All right. And we'll skip to my next pick and then take a quick look at the board and see who's off. Not next round. We want to go to the next user pick. And so we got Mike Greenov, quarterback. Jackson Dart goes to the Cleveland Browns. They might be wanting to move on from their quarterback. Starks, free safety. Zabo, we looked at, see, a center. We got Golden, a wide receiver, drafted before Egbuka. I see Egbuka coming up, though. Thomas, cornerback. Banks, left tackle. My own left tackle. And this is basically, a lot of this is chalk as to what the rankings were. Is that Landon Jackson? Yep. Left end. Swessinger. Middle linebacker. And then Egbuka to the Saints. They do love their Buckeyes over at New Orleans for sure. Picked a lot of them. Travion Henderson also goes in the pick right after that. Running back for Ohio State stays in the state of Ohio, going to the Bengals. Quarterback Jalen Milroe goes to the Seattle Seahawks. I can't remember who is coaching there now. I know their former coach Pete Carroll is with the Raiders now. I can't remember who's with the Seahawks. Quinshawn Judkins. So the running backs both go out of there. And see, that's what you got to understand. Their stats aren't going to be as good when you have two equal players, first round or second round players anyway, in the draft. So that's going to be the same with the wide receivers. That way you're not going to have one guy getting the ball all the time. Quarterback Hairston. Corner. Not quarter. Halfback. And that safety that I said somebody mock draft to Washington. The Dallas Cowboys got defensive tackle from Ohio State, Tyreek Williams, goes to the Jets. Oh, and Aaron Rodgers did retire in this simulation. Again, offensive line for the Colts, offensive line for San Francisco, offensive line for Detroit. And this, it runs like this too in the real life. When like one or two go in a row, then somebody thinks they all of a sudden have to pick that particular position before all of them leave, and that ends up being a lot. And then JT Tuimoloau, I think. The Ohio State University goes to the Chargers. Marion Hampton goes to the Eagles, and he might have been a choice here, probably not though. For me. And we got Donovan Jackson from Ohio State picked the pick before me in the Broncos. If I would have actually been 29 in that spot, that's where I would have been. All right, so let's how about we make a selection again. And again, even here, you could probably go down a little bit, but eventually you'll get to a point where you're not going to be yeah, so this is good. This you should pay more attention to than I have been. This means that though he's ranked 70 here, he's actually only a potential undrafted free agent. So that means you should not draft him unless it's maybe around 7 or something like that. And so, but I don't have anybody else. I don't know why I have day 3 for that guy. I don't know why why do I have him 100%? Oh, because I left it up to my computer, people. Quinn Ewers, why would I check a quarterback there? Well, I mean, I got the guy that, you know, that made him fumble and picked up the fumble and went to the house. I don't remember where that was. That was at a bowl site, but when Ohio State played Texas. I'm a center, so who did I get? So probably offensive line is where I would go. So we need I got my end, so I can cross that off. So I need a wide receiver, 2 tight ends, 2 offensive linemen, linebacker, 2 cornerbacks, and a punter that we'll get in the free agency after this. Higgins wide. He's falling. Catch me, I'm falling. Doot, 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 doot. Only solid speed. He's strengthy, though. Spectacular catch. A. Catching C to F. I'm supposed to go in round 1 to 2, and we're at the end of the. That's why he's at the top of the list, I guess. Rock Taylor. Mason Taylor from LSU. And I've gotten him before, and he was all right. But of course, he was playing behind Senate. So let's see what we got. Short route. How is his run blocking? B to D. Catching B. There's a catching traffic. Do they have that? Yeah. Oh, A to C. Oh, okay. So that's a possibility. And arroyo. Arroyo means canyon in Spanish, I believe. I think that's what that means. Lacks discipline, unavoidable penalties, fun times. C catching. Nope. It'll be Mason Tyler. Trey Harris. Bannon. And could do. Oh, Tez Johnson. Yeah, he was supposed to be like the top wide receiver coming out this year, but he had a fall off as well. Catching traffic F. No, thank you. Lacey. Traffic C to F. And where are we? We're at the second round, so I mean it's at the end of the second round now. So you're not going to get a world beater. Kevin Winston Jr. from the Nittany Lions. Shout out Big Ten. Oh, and look, the guy need a strong safety, and probably now will he be higher than a 75 at this point? We don't know. Zone coverage C, man coverage B to D, so maybe a C as well. So probably not him. Denzel Burke now 2 to 3. You can drive too many Buckeyes if you end up. Only decent speed though. I think he's faster than that in the real life. Man coverage B, zone coverage A, tackle A. What are the problems? I don't need him to return kicks. I do need him to stay healthy. C to F there. Hit power. He's a cornerback. He's not going to be throwing much lumber around anyway. Catching is a B. The awareness, I would love it if it was a definite B on that. So, I mean, we do need, we need two cornerbacks. So, this would be it. It would be, I didn't get any offensive linemen though. I might have to stick with offensive linemen because I don't, you know what I don't see? I don't see any offensive linemen here. Devontae Gordon. Nope. So good thing we're not going by need. Oh, Birch. Just checking him. No. Made the right decision with today's Jack Sawyer being guy. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'm going to do that every single time. And you love it. Don't even front. Barrett Carter from Clemson. He was going to be like top 10 at one point. You always have these guys that are going to be like top 10 and then they have their like final year and then they blow it. And they want me to pick, you know, because I do have I have an old and oh gosh, can't remember his name. Again, that's what happens in the postseason, not just because I have dementia. Man coverage, zone coverage. Look at that on the middle linebacker, and they're both A. How about some tackle, B tackle? So that was great if that was a more position of need. And he wouldn't be the best on the board anyway. Anyway. Let's check Stutzman. I didn't already. Yeah, they seem to think I need one. That's a NAR. You got to be at least a little bit good in pass coverage, even though you're the middle linebacker. I mean, I'm going to run out of Buckeyes to pick. Good. D. The lead block. D pass block. Again, you just got to remember where you're picking. It's pick 2. Or the second round, rather. And Quinn Ewers has fallen. Yeah. Mannheim might be good. Mannheim, excuse me, might be good. Mannheim Steamroller is that they do those fun Christmas songs where they have all kinds of keyboards on it and stuff. Ernest A, injury A, so be healthy, but he's only got a run block of a C. Pass block is an A to C, which it should be at least a B, maybe an A plus. Based on that, the run block though is going to be a C. Again, it's second round, so probably just rather play the guys that I have. We did Gordon. That's another Gordon. Who was that? Oklahoma State. Did Roberts, didn't I? Is that Anthony Belton? Solid speed. Where's the agility is good. Pass block B to D. Yep, so probably like a C there. And a B run block. Yeah, we're getting way away from the top of the board here, which we know is not right. Where's Zune from? Texas A&M. You got some good beefy linemen out there. All right, and last one. So these are going to get quicker as we go along. The next one is, I don't have a third round pick. And for round 2, they may also do that and trade it for two third round picks and give up the second. If somebody knows that they want one of the guys that's available, that could easily happen. Web. So yeah, so this is where you would, although I'm not seeing any, this is where you would look at it, and if it says, you know, whatever round, Sonny Styles, there's one, and he's not ranked that good at all. He was I think a running back and changed to linebacker. Boom, 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 boom. Elite speed, elite's there, and what's the problems? Power moves is an F. Stamina C to F. Impact blocking C to F. Finesse moves C to F. Man coverage A. Zone coverage A to C. Tackle B to D. That could be a problem, but he did plenty of tackling at Ohio State. But I mean, did I need a linebacker? I did need a linebacker. I'll try to get him next time, and it will be an all. It'll be an all Buckeyes draft. I didn't mean to do this, but that's just to feeling that my particular team needs, which may be a little bit different than the actual team needs, and so let's try that, and maybe we'll get lucky again, and he will be severely underranked here at 74, and so we'll see what the actual game says. The actual ranking is here. Go ahead and skip that, all of that. And 23 in true value, drafted him at 62. B, that should, why isn't that an A? That should be an A pick. I always have a problem with something. Yeah. So 23 in true value. And I mean, he was ranked, what, 74 in the list. And so I thought I was reaching getting him at 62, but no. Hey, how about that? Sometimes your college bias can work out for you. So skip ahead in the draft to the next one. Trey Harris, wide receiver. And then Ballmer. Oh, Ballmer must have beaten Tampa Bay instead of vice versa there in this simulation. Let's see if we can see who picked. Who did pick? Doesn't say. Is it going to say? Oh, yeah. Rock Taylor. Wide receiver. Okay. Alrighty. And so no picks here. I guess Should try to trade up if you wanted to, but probably not any real need to. Let's skip ahead. Let's just do it quickly. Mason Taylor, there goes my tight end. Here's where all my players go away that I was thinking about getting in the 4th round. Harold Fannin, tight end. You get run on players, you get the same spot going eventually. Kevin Woods Jr., strong safety. Carter. Was he? Oh, the middle linebacker, yeah. Free safety, Malachi, I think more. Tez Johnson, wide receiver. Dante Lawson, middle linebacker. Amos. Cooper. Manon at center. And Stutzman, the middle linebacker. All right, we'll just go ahead and go to my next user pick in the 4th. And I have the 2nd pick here in the 4th. Excellent. Make your selection. Oh, who did I pick last? I picked Sawyer first, and then I picked, cornerback. So now I only need one. Get one in free agency. Probs. See if I can luck out like I did earlier. First, let's sort by Ohio State. I don't think you can do that. Can sort by positions though if I wanted. I looked at Gordon already, and so this is a 4. It's a D run block though. I don't like it. I don't like it that much. Kobe Bryant, different spelling. Good speed. Great Excel narration. D play recognition. Zone coverage of D. I have people like that on the team already. Hallman, Wisconsin. Let's see, round 3 to 4. I don't know why they have the yellow. Oh, that's just the one I'm on right now. Oh, I see. Okay. And it just shows you how much they've been scouted. Gotcha. Figured it out. Kadarius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish. North Carolina, too. That's where they're from. And they would like me to pick him. Struggles to find the ball in the air. Won't get flagged much, though. Solid, great, solid. Decent, only decent speed. Like a little bit more oomph, a little bit more zoom in the linebackers. B awareness. What's your zone? Zone and main coverage, both C. We are in the 4th round now. And this is why it's great to have 100% scouted, because you know exactly what's going on. Injury D as well. So that's too much. Again, not your favor, sir. So what we just and here it's probably not going to be an offensive lineman. Let's check. EJ Gray, Joshua Gray from where is he from? We'll find out when we go back. Or does it say down at the bottom? College, Oregon State. Strength is only solid. Run block C. Pass block between C and F. Yeah, so you can get free agents, and I have guys already. And so do I take Sonny Styles there. I mean, he is in the range there, as in the did I check Reed against him? I think I did. Yeah. So let's see, Sunny Styles. See if they check one more offensive lineman. If we can get to one. He and must be a bad name or something. You see these in rosters sometimes. I don't know if people just do that or if they just change the name for fun and it gets asterisked out. C to F. Yeah, nothing exciting. And, you know, we don't know if there'll be a good project that they could turn into a player. We don't know. We have no idea on that. Marshall Jr., Florida. That name sounds familiar. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting to check to see if they have a better. I'm just looking to see if they have a better. No, not in the top. Okay. Alrighty then. So again, I mean, you know, again, this is not what I set out to do, but I mean, these are positions that they need, and they are two incredibly good picks for where they were. So I'm not gonna apologize for being a homer. The struggle to find the ball in the air, I don't know about that. I think my boy had some picks. Again, elite agility, who wouldn't like that? Elite speed, love that from a linebacker. And so what's the problem? Power moves F and finesse moves. So he can't move, but he can tackle. Where's the tackle? B to D. But the man coverage is A, and zone coverage probably a C. I mean, probably a B, but maybe C. And play recognition P. And hopefully the awareness will be more like a B. Pursuit B, hit power B. So you gotta love that. And so, yes, we will do that. I wonder if any team's done that. Take 3 players from the same college in a draft. I don't know. Let me look that up. Sunny Styles those don't look the same pictures, do they? Oh, and that's C minus. Oh, ranked under 65. I got him 98. So that was a bad pick. Okay, my bad. Displayed solid awareness, coverage in zone, shows good instincts. Okay, so not the best, but I did well with the first and second. This is only a 4th round pick. So this will be some depth anyway. We'll see what he's ranked. Skip ahead to next user pick. And so we did not have a 5th. We do have a 6th and a 7th. And could trade back, but I'm not doing that in this draft. In the next draft, I'll trade back and get multiple picks instead of picking the first round one. And maybe do it again in later rounds. Let's see. Leia. The left tackle. Now, do you want to take a on round 6? Do you want to take a flyer on this person? Run block D. That's block F. Yeah, that's a NAR. Could do a corner. I mean, basically, it's an. There's Colin Lacey. That's not the Kyron Lacey that was before, and this one's not as good. And here again, you wouldn't be picking that, but look at that, 79, and there's quite a drop in between there. So some of these computer teams have scouted, and I should have scouted Sunny 100%. Where are we? Dean Key, Cypress, the Cook, Scatterbo, Arizona State running back. Oh, so yeah, let's check the rest of it. Let's see if I have any thing where it would say potential. Will Howard from the Ohio State University. Not gonna pick him. Nope. So it's not telling me that this person is good. You should pick him. So let's see. So I don't have any skin in the game here. And so, you know, projected around 2 or 3, but apparently not, because nobody else picked him either. Squirrel White, would it be fun to have a player called Squirrel? And do you use a 6-foot? Speed Elite, change of deck. Look at the elites. What's wrong with them? Catching traffic F is what's wrong with him. Break tackle is an F. Okay, so he got into college ball just based on his first name. Okay, might be a nickname. Right tackle. Elite Agile. The rest is solid. Run block D, pass block C. It's like it's not even any need to bother. I can just package my 6 and 7 together and get a 5 for next year, maybe. Max and Hook. It's a fun name, but probably not any better than the 75 guys that I have now. 75 rating guys. Regardless from Miami, I wonder how good he is, because I do need a kicker. Kick accuracy A. Short accuracy is a C. Medium is C to F. How can that be? How is that possible? So that means your long accuracy has to be an A as well. That's nutty. That's nutty, man. Okay, not not that exciting, but again, a lot of these names don't even know. I'm just trying to see if there's who would I need here. From Clemson. Another corner. I got my linebacker, such as it is. Yeah, tight end. Yeah, let's go by that. Let's go by position. We got Will Howard, Kyle McCord, both previous Ohio State players. McCord went away when Will came to visit. All of them. Oh, this is Drew Lar from the Penn State University. I just don't need one. Yeah, I don't need one. I checked Skatey Boo, didn't I? I think I did, and the rest potential free agents. D3 on all these guys, projected. And the potential undrafted free agents, you can just wait till they get in the free agent list and then see exactly what they are. All of them 60%. Yeah, I'll just do that. Because it's not gonna get any better in the 7th round pick either, so I'll just do that. All right. So there's still fun to be had though with the post draft free agency. Oh no, I want to trade. Back. Manage roster. Trade center. Trade finder. And we want to get rid of the 6 and 7 here and Somebody give me a 5. You pick somebody that you think is gonna suck. Like, I don't know about the Bears, maybe. Caleb Williams, overrated, although he is up to an 81. Totes overrated. Pick before, my boy, Jaden Daniels. So what did he do? When he did? But they'll be better. Who can we pick that will be bad? Brown still. Let's see if we can get a 4. We can't. We probably can't trick them that way. 4. If it's close, I'll just throw a I want to give my other 7s away. There, that a 7, and that's 7. 26 and 27. Let's see. All right. So there we go. And so now draft is done. Very good. All right. So we did well with picks 1 and 2. No pick 3. Not so great in pick 4. And all 3 of those were. Josh Fryer is right guard from the Ohio State University. I did not see him in the list, so I don't know his deal. I did not notice him in that list. But of course, I had to see it there, and so now it bothers me. Next user pick, and that'll be all of it. And I have to wonder if he's in the list yet. Who did we draft? We drafted a right in Sawyer. Where is he? There he is, 75. Okay. Alrighty, and Bears drafted him right. Just curious. Right guard or left guard? Joshua Pryor from the Ohio State, 67. Okay, and that's for where he was picked. 67, pretty good for a 6th round pick. So here's my draft recap of the 3 players that I took. 75, 75. Corner and right end. And so we can check. I'll check. Can I click on it? Yeah, I can. And we see he's a hidden talent player. Maybe Denzel Burke will be as well. Yep, hidden talent player. And so that means they can develop into a star or superstar. And Stylus is as well. See, so he can come back from his 68 ranking. Yeah. And if you play them, they almost always become stars. Almost always, but not 100%. All right, so we got that, and we need to go to the next week because the free agent list is not there yet. So we need to go to the next week. And it like immediately throws you to preseason game 1. But see, on all these guys, and this is a 79 player. So if I wanted them, or if I wanted a little bit better player, but I have 75 guys, so there's no need. You don't pay any signing bonus for these guys. What was I looking for? Oh, the people I need. I need one wide receiver at least. Maybe 2. Zay Jones. And I'd like to be maybe at least 90. So it's a 95. Miko Hardman, and I think he's still available in the real life. Osborne. he wouldn't re-sign with me, and so they do have him, so I'll pick up him. And again, it's just because, oh, not Christian, his brother. Can't remember his name that we have that's playing wide receiver. That's Christian McCaffrey's brother. Because he developed so well. Oh, did I still want to get? Oh. Kadarius. Kadarius. Do. They had a song called Duran Duran had a song called Notorious. Alright, no need to go that low. No need to bring Odell Beckham Jr. on board. He may have worked out his personal issues already, who knows? But we don't need to be involved in it, do we? I'll take me Cole. I believe that's how you pronounce that. So we're good on that, and we need 2 tight ends. And where's Ertz? Hey, look at that. We did not have to give him all that money or a 2-year contract after all, did we? So that's why you should have taken my earlier offer. You would have made more money, Zach. But thanks for being available, and I'm sure you'll do great for our team this year. Do we want Hoopa? Was Bates? Bates only a little bit, and he's younger. So let's do Bates again. And so I have 3 now, and that's probably plenty. Yeah, and then offensive lineman. Now that's going to be a problem because they won't be that good here. Let's see, 73, 73, 72, 72, and 71. Alrighty then. Let's see if there's any players that they actually have. Trey Turner used to be with Washington. Dieter, they do have Dieter. Backup center. And he had to play some games and was fine. Did not get any love from the Matting ratings adjuster though. And still checking to see if they actually have anybody on the team. Wrong way. Leno was on Washington. Lucas. Lucas retired, I think. Hey, I got a great idea. Let's check. The roster. Let's check. Cornelia Lucas. He might have been just let go as a free agent. Oh, he got signed by Cleveland. Okay. In the real life. Okay, so I won't get him. It's okay. I'll get Fleming then to be an extra body. Click. There we go. Where's my draft cap space? Still 8 bunch, I believe. Let's see. Cap room 43.3 million. So yeah, so could have spent some more of that. Maybe should have given the money to Zadarius, but I'll just put Jack Sawyer there, and he may develop into a world beater. And that would be fun for me. I forgot to get all the players that I need though. Did I pick 2 already? Yes, I did 2 offensive linemen. I got 1 linebacker. Let's see if anybody is fun in linebacking. That's available. No, not anybody under 70. No need. No need. Juden. Barrett. Alright. And if you end up not needing them, you can just drop them, no penalty. Oh, and we need a kicker and a punter. No, I got Siebert already, my bad. Punter. So is Trustway available? Or did he retire? Or somebody else signed him? Maybe somebody else signed him, but I think he was like a 69. So maybe he retired from the free agency list. So let's see, 76 overall, 76 overall. They're both 25. Oh, so we should have that rookie in here. Unless they've been taken up already. Where are they? Let's see. Practice squad eligible. Yeah, those rookies should be in the practice squad list. Unless, I guess, I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't be in there. What am I doing? I'm trying to look to see. Oh. Go back to all. There we are. And both of those guys. 92 versus 98 kick power, and hey, even though he's second, I'm gonna take a Razer. I don't know how you pronounce it. And so because he's better, because we're still going in the real life, we're going with the Trustway again, and just morbid curiosity. All easy to find because Pana, and then we search by way, the opposite way, and there's way. Yeah, he's a 69. So, and he didn't even show up on the list for some reason, or I missed him. So yeah, so that's why we'll go with that. And if we didn't have Siebert, we could have gotten. You can always get a good enough kicker in free agency after the draft, so no need to worry about signing them. Save a little bit on your cap that way. Madden hacks. While I'm talking, I forgot what I was. Oh, kicker. Just to see, 75. I think Siebert's a 75 as well. So, but yeah, there's been times on here where I've gotten like a 78. 80 kicker in here. Okay, so was I done? Cornerback, maybe 1 corner. Mike Hilton, 88. Again, I like him to be 90 at least. Darnay Holmes, 91. Nazzie Johnson. I did have him. I picked him up for depth, and I did not want to re-sign him, so I'll sign him now. All right, and you can, because it's preseason. Benagany, I believe, is actually still on the team, so why not? I think he is. I think he was already under contract. Greedy Williams, remember him? Oh, one more. Can't look at the top 100. And so you can also, more hacks, you can do other cheaty stuff like like I wouldn't keep this guy, but I could sign him and then trade him and get a draft pick or something like that, or consideration when trying to trade for another player. You can do that kind of stuff as well. Oh, sleepy. AJ Dillon, 77. Oh, I did need running backs. I forgot about running backs. Yeah, let's do that. Get Dillon, and maybe we'll get Chris Rodriguez back. Raheem, mom likes me the most dirt. Joshua Kelly was on watching him a long time ago, right when he was a rookie. And even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone. There's Chris Rodriguez. Where did... to see if the other guy who is currently on the team, I cannot remember his name, so I don't think he would be Jonathan Williams or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he's on the list. I don't know why anybody would have signed him. I don't think he's still on my... I don't think he's still signed to me. So I was going to get Chris. All right, so back to the full list. Anybody that we need. Anybody that we need. I think we're good on linebackers. I don't think we need an extra one. I'll take him. We can always drop him on final cuts if we don't need him. You never know who's going to be hurt. Better to have somebody there already. So I'm going to sign one. Bradbury. Yeah, why not? And we'll be cutting some of those linemen. Okay. So basically what we do is we go through. I have 69 players. 69, dude. And so we'll have to cut that down to 54. But first we're going to play, and I'm going to simulate them preseason games. But first we got to do the depth chart. Jaden Daniels, Marcus Mariota, obviously. You know, you might think about keeping your quarterback out, maybe. I'm going to keep Robinson out so he doesn't get hurt. And you want him to play the 3 games. How about we don't? How about we just do those guys? And then now, let's see, because Senate, there's Ertzy and Batesy. 75, so that's close enough. I'm gonna start Senate. And that can be backup tight end. And so That means he's also available to be a fullback, and as you can see, he's a pretty good blocker as well. So he's ranked 80 in fullback. And we want to next dates there, and oh, actually do it there. So McLaurin, hey, I got a great idea. You don't need to pay, sir. So do I even want Devo Samuel to play the preseason too? I don't know if I do or not. I guess I will. And then let's see. Yeah, extra snaps for Senate. And then Osborne. And Gray. So yeah, McAllister will be, I think he's too old for the practice squad. Yeah, 3 years, can't re-sign him back to the practice squad. Practice squad on Madden a little bit different than real life. When the pandy happened, they relaxed the rules on the practice squad. You can be a veteran now of more than 2 years. There's no minimum. You can put any veteran of any veteran amount of time on the practice squad since the pandy, but they didn't change Madden for some reason. So it has to be either a rookie or a first year player. Second? No, I don't think so. I think just rookie or first year player. So that's that. Then let's see. Maybe I'll put Senate here. There we go. All right. Save our first star wide receiver. Now we have 2. Although ranked 80 and McLaurin ranked 92. So we did that. Senate, Hurts, and Bates. So what did we want to do? Did we pick an offensive lineman? No, we picked an end and a cornerback, short of the defense, and the linebacker. We didn't pick any offensive players, which I'm sure they will do that, at least 1 or 2 of them in the actual draft. Okay, so I mean Tunsil. Does Tunsil need to play 9? He's freaking 98. So that's gonna be a NAR. So who would back up? I guess Wiley, and then Coleman can get extra snaps because he's starting on the right side now instead of Wiley. And then Nick Allegretti is who I was trying to bench before by signing somebody, but I did Nick. So you're all good. So I'm going to give you extra snaps there. So Allegretti and the other center extra snaps. Oh, I hear Dieter. I don't want to keep Dieter or these guys that are a little bit ranked higher. No, I'll keep Dieter since he's actually on the game. And then center we got Gaddis, and that would be Hey, why aren't they switching? There we go. All right. Oh, well, it started there and third there. Is already in second place here. Or is he already the backup there? See, that's what you gotta not doubling it. So that's good. And then Cosme didn't need to play either, so you know, her big. Well, that's a Dieter start there. And it's Coleman and Wiley. Wiley's already got a second spot. So, and he's at third spot there. So Wiley's done. Allegretti. Right there. And then here can be one. Alrighty, and then we have Armstrong, Wise, and Martin. And then here we would have, yes, it's 77, but a rookie that I drafted in the first round. Guess what? He's starting. So Farrell. And Armstrong, get extra reps. So we're here. Luvu does a lot of rushing, but we won't do that in the preseason. Martin. Let's have. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Let's have why to do that. Armstrong back there. There we go. And then Armstrong can be there and Farrell there. Oh, so Farrell should be here then. Okay. All right, that's those two, and then Payne, Newton, Kinlaw, and then Day. Sawyer, I guess, at the end, just for more reps. Interesting, he's a 75 end, which is his position, but he gets a 76 overall rating as a defensive tackle. Very interesting. So we got Lou Vu and Hampton. Can I pick a linebacker? Oh, Sonny Styles. He's way down here because he's 68. So we do want him to play. Some at least. Okay, so that is a Actually, let's do McGee. Hampton and Styles. Oh, there's only 3 of them. Alright, Luvu doesn't need to play then. We'll do McGee there. Actually, no, McGee's gonna, we'll do. Ooh, okay, we'll start Sonny Styles. And give Luvu the preseason off. Hampton and McGee. Goodness gracious me. Again, Styles. Hampton and McGee. There we go. Finally, Bobby Wagner doesn't need to play either. So we got McGee there. Yeah, McGee there. And then Hampton. How about we have Sonny Styles in the second spot? Could do Baron Browning is a, well, that's a middle linebacker. He's higher ranked as an outside linebacker, and he's a star player as well. So it's hard to tell how to play these people to get everybody the most that they can be. Like that. Yeah, Hampton second, Hampton third. Oh, and then fourth, Kyron Johnson. That's a Nar at 57. He's gone. And then we'll let Browning do there. And then here we will do Hampton and Browning and Styles. Okay. And corner. So we ought to be good on that now. Hello. How about we put in Burke? Second round draft choice. So that looks good there. 88, 85, 79, 76. And then for a 5th one, Seymour. Oh no, Johnson and Igbenogany. We do it. Oh no, oh, yeah, we do it. Again, I'm not sure in real life, but that's fine. And just Johnson is faster, 1 more point higher, and younger. So sorry about that. Noah Igbenogany. Had more problem with Noah than Igbenogany. All right. So, oh no, always forget Sean Lattimore from the Ohio State University. So plenty of Buckeyes there. Some are still young. These are the reps. Jones probably doesn't either. So let's have the 2 kids get the reps. And then they'll also do slot cornerbacking as well. So they get both ends of it. And then Johnson there, and Butler there, and Owens. More reps, more reps. Martin, Butler, and so we're gonna put Butler there, right? Instead of Harris, we're gonna go with Owens there, and Owens back to starting again. Reed, special teams player. Call Martin there, and Fowler's already a third. Okay, alrighty. And so kicker, we have Siebert and Razer. No, how you pronounce that? Punter, we have Razer and Siebert. And kick returner, we'll still have McCaffrey there, and not Lattimore. No, thank you. We will have, who was doing it last year? Oh, Hardman. No, he fast. 95 speed. Oh, Igmanaki. Okay. McCaffrey, Hardman, Igmanaki, McCaffrey. Nope. Hardman. Igmanaki. Kickoff specialist. Kickoff snapper, excuse me. Go with Sanat just for the extra rep. Can't hurt. And then, interesting. All these different players can do that. Not McCaffrey. Peter, all right. And oh, the long snapper. There's the long snapper. Oh, the kickoff specialist. Oh, that's actually kicking off. My bad. My bad. Where's my kicker? It should automatically find that and put that there. In my opinion. I don't control it though. I control the world. That'd be interesting if I did control the world. And who's the best one after that is Dieter 35 and Armstrong 35 overall, kicking and punting, or kickoff specialist, excuse me. Oh, and here's your long snapper. And that is, yeah, that'll be Senate and Allegretti and Beatis, I guess. Yep. All right. Yeah, no young Whiteman. Just Coleman from last year. Third down running back. Not playing him. And power running back. Let's start Enriquez and then go Dylan and then Eckler. Slot. McCaffrey. Yeah, so McCaffrey to go again. And how did Samuel get back up there? I do not know how that happened. Oh, am I out of players? Not a player. Okay, I guess McAllister is playing. All right. Okay. So we want McCaffrey, Hardman, and Osborne. All right, and so we got Luvu. Ooh, 62. Ooh, that's not very good. Oh, that's a end slot. Okay, yeah, Lubu is supposed to be there because he comes in on third down, but he's not playing in this off season, so we'll just go that again. Sawyer. There he is. And then Sawyer New. Did I change it? Yeah. Armstrong Sawyer. Sawyer take there. Okay. Wise in the second slot there. Yep. And Payne Wise, interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Newton there instead, and then Farrell can be there. It wasn't Farrell here instead of Wise. Isn't he higher? No, same. Let's see, 8 and 6 years. Yeah, let's throw the kid in there. Farrell. Farrell. Sub linebacker, who do we want to play? And Hampton McGee and Stylus. Which order do we want to do here? Lowest. Okay. All right. On those guys, get them some more reps. And who did we have? Oh, it's Bristol, Burke, and Johnson. All fairly young. He wears 10, and he was able to get that number because Tressway did not accept my contract offer. And so there you go. Or did I just let him go? I can't remember, but either way, 10 is available for Denzel Burke and Nazi Johnson. All right, and that's it. Okay, so time to hey, why don't we save it? Nope. Not there. They're picking. All right, and against the Tennessee Titans, it is a loss. That's not fun, is it? Of course, sitting some of my stars. Position battles, I always do. Some of this is annoying. It's fun the first few times you do it, but then it's like, whatever. Come on. There will not be a battle. Most sacks will decide it. And all you have to do is say, yes, it's whoever got the most sacks will start. And then you can still start whoever you want to. So, and you still get the bonus, whatever you get. So, agent's only personality can be a problem. I don't have a problem with you. I can't remember your first name, Mr. McCaffrey. I can only think of Christian right now. I don't want you to change, and they generally like that. Yep. Okay, great. Morale. Upgrade players. Bobby Wagner didn't even play. And he is a captain, for sure. Bernie Coleman. Again, moving from left tackle to right tackle because we have Laramie Tunsil as an all-world left tackle. Denzel Burke working on it. And somehow he got 214 snaps in that game. Something's broken, EA. It's in the game, yes. Broken things are in the game for sure. Zach Ertz. That's right, coming back up in the points. Wondering why I'm not starting him. This time, take my 1-year offer this next offseason, will you? Beach. More blocking tight end, but he can catch a few as well. And who is practice squad member? Nothing from Sunny, backup quarterback. Marcus Mariota. Again, like I said, he scored a lot of points with the offense. Same offense. Didn't have a problem. And maybe it's because it wasn't a good team. I can't remember who it was that he beat. Being the quarterback. When Jaden had to sit out a game. Or chose to. Or whatever. Or management chose. What are we supposed to do there? Oh, I forgot to set this the first time. Yeah, I could have gotten more points. I think I had 50 already, so I only got 6 points. I'll assign these later. But as far as where the points I've gotten go to, but we want to do turnover battle and 250 offensive yards. You never know. With Jaden, you should be able to get that. And 1 interception there. So that should be... That's what I found to work better. And we play again. Saving it. A win this time over the Judges. Grady Graves. Jen Daniels. I go down to field general because I don't do all that running around. Scramble is not my play style, but again, let's see if he's got nope. Doesn't have an extra ability yet. Will at 90, I believe. Denzel Burke, and that is not what Mr. Burke looks like. That is the wrong color, first of all. Zone slot. Zone slot. Let's go zone. So we only got 60 some that time, and he should have played about the same amount in both games. Receipt Butler. Chris Rodriguez Jr., running back. I think that other running back is Jonathan, some with an M. I can't remember. Hey, that's 2. Did Sonny Styles get a point the first time? Oh, there he is. I was going to say. Where he at? Now Owens up to 71 now. Let's see. Speed rusher. He could be either. Wow. And stopper. Anything but a power rusher. There. Pursuit, tackle. I like him to have good pass coverage skills though in the backfield. From the linebacker spot. You can still get tackle and pursuit with this. Let's see if it will. No, I'll pick the other one next time. That's a no, it didn't. So yeah, play recognition and man his own coverage, all right. Manage staff, we just need to change the game day goals to win turnover battle. Do 50 there. Allow 20 or less and get the one pick. Yeah, we went from 56 to 73. See, mine work. And save. In the last preseason game against the Chargers, and won that one as well. So 2-1 preseason, and we have to cut 16 players. Let's go through the whatever we have to do. The position battled. Hey, Dorrance Armstrong. Yes, he won the battle. Yeah. Oh, Sawyer. Oh, because I put him second string there. That's why. That's why. Yeah, he gets to start at left, and Sawyer will be at the on the right side. Yes. Media interviews. What are we talking about? Identity. I want to be a balance. And we're not going to be probably because we throw it a lot. That's the easiest thing to do here. 50% of our offensive play. Rush for 1,500. 1,500 is not going to happen. We'll try for 50%. Okay, and that's just another more XP points, franchise points. Today's Jack Sawyer, mean guy. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So he's already 876. And he has to play 207 more snaps before we find out if he's a star. Unless he has a star performance, and then that helps a great deal. Okay, let's do speed rusher this time. Why not? Because we could have him play. How fast is he? Ratings. He is a 90 speed. So yeah, so we could have him rush the passer. And have other people play linebacker on third down. He could be the sub right end. Actually, I don't want to tell you. Probably would be the. No, I probably won't do that because I want to leave Jack Sawyer there. I forgot about that. Okay. Manage staff. Okay, we don't need to do that. So we just need to get rid of 16 players. Let's check to see if there's anybody we want to hire first. Like we could switch out Dylan for Hunt. Probably do need to do that. Let's look in. Nobody very exciting. Definitely some good players though in here. Doesn't look like any offensive linemen. Better than what we have right now. 72, 70, 72, 72, 71, yeah. Okay. Alrighty, so for a while we can do overall. So Seymour, he has a penalty on him, so let's see, Kyron Johnson, we'll release him. Try to save the penalty ones for last. Although, what is it, 300K, that's not that much. McAllister, he's third year, cannot go to, no, I think second year you can go to, still. Where's there's release? Second year you can still be put back on the practice squad. Third year you cannot. Walton, what are the corner? Experience 1, so you can probably get on the practice squad. Did that say Ohio State? Never heard of them. I mean, not on there. Let's see. I know we got too many of these guys. Gonna wait on that one, but Jolly and Jolly and Bell gone. Davis. On the practice squad. Kubis. We do want to keep him. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and go to, shouldn't have gone out of it, roster, NFL rosters. And we'll start going by position now. We got our tier there. Don't necessarily need to keep 4, but we'll come back to that. And see, you could always trade Dylan for something if you wanted to keep your guys that you already had. Caffrey, Hardman, Osborne, Ray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep all those for the time being. The 3 tight ends. Keep those 2 for sure. Paul, 30K. Could just get rid of that. I'll throw him on the practice squad. Yeah, let's throw him on the practice squad. Oh, he's third year too. Okay, we'll just release him. Take that 30K hit. We got it to spare. So we have 1 extra Kubos. Young player, so just leave him. We don't want to cut him. Go. Practice squad. Jean-Baptiste with the 180K penalty. All right. Nicely played. Nicely played. So that's money gone no matter who you cut there. Mathis, cut. That's way too many DTs. Might cut whoever the next one lowest is. I guess that's Sheldon Day. Not cutting any of them. Eric Hendricks. His depth there. Only two there. Juden. Oh, let's see. Okay, so there. I guess I should check how many I need to cut. Hodden. Throw him on the practice squad. Let's see how many more. 6. All right, so Dylan, again, like I said, you could at this point you could trade him and get something, even if it's a 7th-round pick. But I will just release and go with 3 running backs. Probably wouldn't do that in the real life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could get rid of Gray. Hold off on that. 3 tight ends. Could drop Kubis. Yeah, I guess we'll put Kubis on the practice squad. So that was 2, and so 4 more. $180K. Oh, and minus. So that's 270K. So he's probably going to be gone. So that's 2 and. Oh, this is the net savings. So, okay. You see 850K in cap room, but penalty of 400K. Um, who do I like better, Juden or Kendricks? 13 years. 33, yikes. 76, 33. They're both 33. My goodness gracious me. Like I'm some spring chicken. 83 speed. 84 speed. 10 and 9 years experience. He's already has a right side, so I'll let that be the deciding. That way I don't have to change spots. Release. We have another corner. Yes, Seymour. Or now we'll. And that's a lot of guys. He's not going to play that much anyway. Oh, it's 850. Yeah, we'll just put Seymour. Oh, he's 8 years. Oh. Ooh. You can't go to the practice squad in 8 years. And got 1 player. And which one was it going to be? Gray? Gray. Gray or yeah, let's put it. Oh, I can't put him on the practice squad. I don't know if that makes you actually lose your money or not then. Because it doesn't tell you you have the penalty, but I think technically it does. Alrighty, so again, didn't mean to back out of it. So this is our week 1 roster here. Daniels, Mariota, just like last year. Just like last year. Robinson, Eckler, and Rodriguez. Can't remember the fourth guy's name. No fullback. McLaurin, Debo Samuel, new free agent signee. Luke McCaffrey is his name, and I don't know why I can't remember that. Maybe I'll just have to remember like Luke Skywalker. So, and you can see he's an 82 now. Started last year after he was drafted at a 70. Miko Hardman, 95 speed. So that's good. Osborne, he's actually on the team. And Gray just signed off of the practice squad. So Senate, excuse me. I think it's Senate is how it's pronounced. And Bates, that's real again, because they do have Ertz back. And they re-signed Bates as well. They like Bates. Bates does a lot of stuff. He's also special teams too, I think. And so he does a lot of utility stuff in addition to being the an extra tight end. So we have Larry Tunsil obviously starting, superstar. It's the left side. And big back by new guy that I just signed. Cameron Fleming. Allegretti, actually the person that would go in would be Wiley. Allegretti, white hair. That's the left guard. Center is Beatis and Dieter, just like it was last year. Cosme, new guy, Herbig this year. Although Cosme is hurt, and so maybe they would have Coleman or Wiley switch over to right guard. That doesn't happen as much in real life as it does in Madden, but seen stranger things happen. So Stranger Things, I think Thanksgiving Day is coming back on the Netflix. Armstrong, Wise Jr., new signee. Farrell and first round draft choice. Hopefully, he'll pan out for me. The machine said he did. Machine said I drafted him one spot later than he should have gone. So, and it only gave me a B for the choice though. So what do you got to do to satisfy you? Huh? And Jacob Martin new this year. Actual signee. Kinlaw and Goldman, actual new signees and free agency. Jonathan Allen gone, released, and signed with somebody else, forget who. And Payne and Newton. And your defensive tackle spots. Luvu from last year. Browning, I signed in free agency. I think he is still currently a free agent, so you never know. Could get him. And of course, Sonny Styles, a fourth round draft pick. Hidden talent player, though, so if he ends up being a superstar, I win the draft, even though I picked all Ohio State players. Bobby Wagner and McGee from last year's draft class, real life. Bobby Wagner re-signed. Matt Juden, I signed him. Not in real life. Hampton from last year's draft class. He and McGee were like picks 6 and 7, I think. 6th and 7th round for those two linebackers. And they didn't get much playing time. They had some owies and were hurt and couldn't play. So you got Lattimore, the big trade last year. Sam Ristel, second round draft pick. So you get him second. You get Jaden Daniels first. That's a pretty good draft. Might need to trust this ownership group here. Jonathan Jones traded for or free agent signee, excuse me, this past week, earlier in the free agency period in real life. And Denzel Burke, my second round draft pick this year. Najee Johnson, just somebody that I picked up that was young and fast and was 73 rating or something like that. Now he's 76. Igbenogany actually on the team. Quan Martin. I think it's Quantavious, and he goes by Quan. And Percy Butler, backing him up at free safety. And so they brought in Will Harris, excuse me, and he'll probably start. But I'm going to have Owens start since he's so much younger. Just because I want to. And they want him there as well because they didn't put him on the practice squad. They kept him on the roster. They kept him on the active roster the whole game or the whole year. He wasn't active every Sunday, I don't think, but they kept him actually on the roster and didn't move in the practice squad. Austin Siebert, actually on the team, got hurt, so I don't know if he's coming back or not. They did sign Zane Gonzalez, but if Siebert is well, maybe he'll come back. And we got Razer, and in real life, Love Trust Way continuing, but he's only ranked as 69, and so I have to sign the guy that says is 78. All right, and so next year we have 2 3s. I can't remember how I got that. 2 3s, 2 4s. How about that? Must have been doing some wrangling. Oh yeah, when I was trying to get the right picks in the right round to match real life this year, I did some screwing around with that, and so this will only help me if I continue to play this in the off season, which I might go all the way to next year. We'll see about that. But there we are. There is your team, and let's see. 85 overall, 89 offense, and 85 defense. Now, shouldn't that be more like an 87, you would think, overall, or 86 overall? So, I don't know about that. And so that is about the same as this year. And if you do the same as this year, except you win the NFC Championship game, then you do get to go to the Super Bowl, which they did not this past year, but they still did excellently for being the second worst team in the league the year before. But that's how you do it, and then you get to pick your franchise quarterback. Alrighty, so that will do it here. I probably will be doing other streams like this, where like after the draft, once we have the draft people, and then they sign more people in free agency, then we can still pick up from wherever it is in real time and continue from there and sign more people and go through the preseason again and see what's up. So we'll do that. And who do we got? We got the Giants first and then the Eagles. Alrighty. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. And as always, hail. Raise hail. That's what I meant.